Hey Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at something that I have been waiting over 30 years for. I have always loved the Owlbear. It is my favorite creature from Dungeons and Dragons. And way back in, I believe, 1989, I purchased myself a monstrous compendium, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition. This is my original binder. However, it does not have the monsters in it anymore. I traded those away a long time ago. This is now filled with high school drawings that I did. I don't know what we're going to see here. All kinds of pencil drawings where I'm trying to rip off the style of my favorite artists. But I did always keep the binder because the size of it was just great. And as you can see, it's been through some hard times, Daddy. But I just love that Owlbear. I feel like I had this is volume 2. I feel like I had volume 1 as well. But I can't find that binder. And I don't particularly remember it, like this cover with the Draconian, and this guy in the red dress. This is burned into my brain. I don't remember what the volume 1 is, so maybe I didn't have it for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, now I have finally got an actual action figure of an Owlbear from the movie, which, by the way, if you have not yet watched Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, you got to check it out. It's great. I watched it again. Actually, I've watched it 2 times since I saw it in the theater. I love it, and I want more so badly. But this is Doric's Owlbear form. Doric from the movie there, the shapeshifter. On the back of the box, you've got the size of this thing is heavy. This is a heavy box. I was delighted when it arrived. But let's go ahead and get it out of here and take a look at this Owlbear. Oh, wait. A shape-shifting tiefling druid who makes her home with the elves of the forest. Doric fights to protect the natural world from those who would destroy it. And she does that by becoming an Owlbear. Now, I'll be honest. This should have come with a deer as well. In my personal opinion, but I understand. I understand why it didn't. Because of course you need a deer. All right. Oh man, that's jammed in there really well. Let me get a... Holy cow. Wow, that is a big, beautiful creature. So there is a regular Owlbear coming out as well, a non-white version. I think it's brown. And I'm getting that one too, because I love Owlbears. And after I've been vocal about this, I actually found a Facebook post from 10 years ago where I was asking for an Owlbear action figure. So this really is something that I've literally been wanting since I was when I was collecting Ninja Turtles, I wanted an Owlbear way back in the day. It just seemed reasonable to me. It's something that could happen. And now it's here. But yes, I will buy every Owlbear variation, because after wanting one for so long, how can I not buy every one that becomes available and have an army of Owlbears? Now, I would not army build this one because it's so specific. But the brown one, I might end up with a few of those, depending on how things go. I say that. There's so many toy lines right now that that does seem kind of unreasonable to consider. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, okay, so before I put the parts on, you can see the construction here of the head and how the head comes down. Now, it won't be fully upright, but that's because it doesn't need to be fully upright. I'm a little concerned about the integrity of that peg in there, but it seems pretty sturdy. And then that connection, that could have been a bigger ball joint, I think, to give a little more flexibility because there's not, it's kind of just on that peg. It doesn't, well, it is. It's literally just a swivel. It's not a ball joint. That should have been a large ball joint in my opinion. And then the head is on a larger ball joint. I think once we get the chest and the back on, this is going to look a whole lot better. So let's take a look at the instructions here. Should be easy enough. Oh, so you actually remove the head to put these parts on. A little concerned about that. Oh, okay. So it's just on a simple peg there. Not a big deal. So let's get our parts unwrapped. We've got our little paper bags here. Secure everything in the plastic-free packaging that will be going away soon, to the delight of many. And I've got to say, as much as I was on board for the plastic-free, it has turned out to be just not great. And I say that because even today I was buying the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Legends, which I will not be reviewing because I don't review a lot of Marvel Legends, but they're on clearance at Target, which is how I like to buy my Marvel Legends. And I realized, like, I don't even know if this is if what's supposed to be in there is going to be in there. Okay, so this is the chest. Just pops right in. Not quite as much of a snap as I was expecting. I thought that, I'm going to be honest, I thought that would be a little more satisfying. And then that goes on there. Does this not connect up? Oh, okay, it's because I've got the arms out. Okay. So you can push that together, and it really doesn't snap into place, which is kind of surprising. You end up with a little bit of a seam across the shoulders. It's not terrible, but... Oh, okay, I guess it did snap into place. It just didn't give us the satisfying noise that I was expecting. And put that head right back on. And I gotta say, I kind of wish... Because it does get upright in the movie, like fairly upright. Man, the talons are very pointy. And okay, that's pretty okay. I'm a little disappointed with the head articulation. I think it could have. That's the pose you can get. This could have been a little more snug right here, because this is a big gap, and this could have gone down just a little bit more. I think we could have done a little better job engineering this, I think. But otherwise, let's take a look. So that's all we need the instructions for. And I mean, you can show, it shows in the on all fours position, but I think we could have gotten a little better on that. Sculpt-wise, you can see all of the detail of the feathers. Looks pretty great. Very happy with that. Articulation. Got a really nice abdominal ball joint with tons of range. The shoulders we kind of already looked at before, but you've got butterfly joints. You've got these shoulder pieces that kind of overhang and create more of a feathered effect. Standard shoulders. Pretty good range on those butterflies. And then the elbows single jointed, and you've got a little overlap here, which is a really nice effect, so that the feathers on the arms, even when it's posed, don't really have too much of a break in where they are, unless you do the rotation on the elbow, which is fine. It looks really good. I like the way that they did this. And these are sort of a softer plastic, so they move around a little bit. And then you've got the hands, or the front paws, I guess, that are on kind of standard wrist joints. Hips, again, kind of standard. You can see right there. Really good range on those. And then knees, just like the elbows, swivel with the pivot. And then the ankles are... Oh, the ankles are not quite like the wrists. They are sort of the modern ankle style with the disc, with the peg going into the foot. But they don't have a whole lot of range, which I'm almost sort of okay with, because I think that's going to help them stay more stable when you're posing this big behemoth, which, by the way, stands up really nicely. You can see some wobble there because of the way it's designed, but I don't have an issue with that because it holds the poses that I want it to hold. So like a little wobble is fine with me as long as the figure does what I want it to do. I really am not loving this seam. I feel like these pieces should have snapped in more securely, and this should have almost just gone away. So there are a few little things that I think could have been done better. So you've got C-grips here where you could potentially hold some other figures. These are, the talons are kind of a softer plastic, so you could squeeze something into that hand if you want to grab a figure's leg or something. Well, let's size-wise, let's take a look and see what we've got here. So this is a massive brute, obviously. From the bottom of the feet to the top of the head, it is about 9 inches. So you can see when we compare to our 00 Snake Eyes, which is kind of your standard 6-inch 1/12 scale action figure, this is a big figure that can hold Snake Eyes' leg and throw him around, and so this is a big fun toy. And then in comparison to Doric, that's your size difference there. Note the blue eyes in both. Nice little touch there. I mean, it's accurate. I don't know if it's a nice little touch, but it looks good. And then let's see how hard it is to swap out the clutching hands for the all fours. I think what I'm probably going to do is keep this one on all fours, and then whenever the other Owlbear comes in, that one is going to be upright, because I do like the charging Owlbear look. Okay, so I think this is going to look a little better on all fours than it does upright, and I was right about that. You can get a really cool, like, aggressive, let's see. It poses nicely. Once you loosen the joints up, everything works pretty nicely. I cannot believe, right here, Owlbear. I own it. It's wonderful. It's huge. It's feathery. And we didn't really take a look at the way that the feathers are painted. I like the sort of brown tips to give it a little bit of character. And it looks like it's sort of sparsely done, but if you go back and watch the movie, this is pretty accurate as to how much color was in this. It is a mostly white creature. So the sparseness of where the brown paint was applied is pretty accurate to the movie. It did a nice job with it. The little portrait there, get your little beak, pink tongue, blue eyes. It's very reminiscent of a Wampa. Like, it has that feel to it, that nice sort of big white creature, vicious, ready to attack. This is awesome. If you're a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, this is a must-have. You need the creatures like this. Now I kind of want the Beholder, even though it was a less... I don't know, that character isn't as big to me, although I do want that Displacer Beast that's coming out as well. So wait, the Beholder and the Displacer Beast went on sale went on pre-order at the same time, and people have the Beholder. So that means the Displacer Beast should be coming in pretty soon too. Look at the little tail. This is great. I love it. Owlbear, finally. It's finally happened. Owlbear has finally happened. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things. Come back for all kinds of toy reviews. I'll review just about anything I can get my hands on that I think is cool. So there you go. Go check out Honor Among Thieves if you haven't watched it yet. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe and watch out for owlbears.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.